Do we like the direction college football is heading in?
I don't like it, but it's inevitable, right? College
Yeah.
football is headed toward this inevitable direction of following the money. Let me just put a couple numbers in front of you all's faces for a second. $54 million. That's the amount of money that each SEC team was given in 2021. Let's do another number, $46 million, the amount of money that each Big Ten team was given in 2021. And now for the final reveal, $19.8 million. That's how much each team was given in the Pac-12. The Pac-12 had the lowest payout out of any Power 5 school last year. Why is that? Because of I'll call it a piss poor TV deal, a Pac-12 network deal about 10 years ago. And so now we're seeing two conferences, right? The SEC and the Big Ten, who have two major networks behind them, Fox and ESPN, who are saying, okay, we are the powerhouses. If you want to survive in this new college football landscape, a new college football era, either get with us or get lost. And so for me, do I like the direction it's going? No. Is it inevitable? Yes. Do I blame people like Kevin Warren, who's the commissioner of the Big Ten, for reaching out to USC and UCLA? No. But is it good for teams in the Big Ten and the fans of the Big Ten? I don't know, right? That's the thing that we're seeing right now. I got a chance to talk with some people at the University of Texas, and they were talking about this decision to leave the Big 12 and go to the SEC. And they said, hey, we had to, because otherwise this landscape is changing. The Big 12, we're losing money. And so I don't like the direction it's going, but in all reality, me, like many other people, we do not have a choice.
Well, I'll say this, and for some reason in our country, we always associate change with something that is bad. And I don't think change is bad because over time, things do have to change. And I read a book by Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons and Atlanta United, the soccer team. And one of his bullet points in his book was that we have to innovate continuously, right? You can't just sit there and expect things to be the same as before. Another thing that we got to realize, because it's been a lot of talk about the other programs, sports programs at these universities and how they may take a back seat. We got to remember that football drives the ship for all of those sports. Yeah. Football makes the money for those sports. So in my eyes, I'm cool with change, and you're going to always have pros and cons. It's just that you try to figure out how you can maneuver through those pros and cons, what you can deal with, what you can't deal with. But sometimes you don't have a choice, and you have to just go with the flow.
Yeah, but that inevitability is going to hurt other sports. As you alluded to, like all of the Olympic sports, all of the non-revenue sports are going to really have to figure out, like, can athletic departments still afford to have, a multitude of sports beyond football? And of course, like the revenue share is going to be a big part of that. Like how much comes from these two deals? Because you basically have like the Fox conference and you have the ESPN conference with both the SEC and then the Big Ten. There's like two things college football loves. Realignment, which, like, let's not kid ourselves. This has been going on for a long time. Like, I'm old enough to remember the legends and leaders divisions of the Big Ten when they thought that was a good idea to organize their teams that way. Like, they love that, and they love money. And this is going to help in terms of like the overall revenue share that you're going to have for individual schools and programs, but you're also going to have a lot of jet-lagged football teams because who's ready for that Rutgers-UCLA kickoff at 9 a.m.? I mean, that's going to hurt the overall product. And everything that we love about college football, the regionality, the rivalry games that are only a couple hundred miles away that people are easily able to drive to, like that's all going to dissipate here over time. And I think that one thing that we've been talking about for a long time, which, I'll agree with you, change is a good thing. I love change in certain respects. But the FBS teams that are all under one umbrella, that is needed to change for a very long time now. Yeah. It's a joke. So now I think that's what the next part of realignment needs to be in college football, having those teams somehow like get reorganized another way. And whether it's the remaining Power 5 teams that don't get siphoned off and going to like the Big Ten, the SEC, or if there's another super conference that's going to form, those teams need to figure out what they're going to do to be able to compete for another championship as well as the Group of 5 programs. Like that's all part of it because, you're going to have two conferences where all of the college football playoff and all of the national championship contenders are going to come from. They will not come from outside the Big Ten or the SEC, just the way that it's structured.
But Courtney, but you said something that actually a little bit you were wrong on. So you're talking about it's not going to be a better product out there. It's going to be a much better product having teams like Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. So now all of a sudden you're seeing renewed rivalries. Remember when I'm old enough to remember when I was playing A&M when I went to Texas and they were in the Big 12 and then they left the Big 12 and went to the SEC. Now all of a sudden in 2025 or maybe sooner that rivalry is going to be renewed. I'm not old enough to remember, but I'm old enough to remember watching Texas playing Arkansas in the Big 8, some of these conferences, right? And so those rivalries will be renewed as well. And Oklahoma's coming in as well, so it's not like you're going to lose that rivalry as well. Then going to the Pac-12, Ohio State, USC, now that's going to be a thing. And you're going to see, obviously, a lot more teams in the Big Ten having more competition, right? So you're going to see not just Ohio State winning the Big Ten every year, Michigan competing. You're going to see teams like USC saying, hey, we are here now. Now we have Lincoln Riley. Our program is coming back up. And so we're actually going to see a better product on the football field. You've watched all the games just like I have. There are so many blowouts when it comes to some of these college football playoff games. So yes, you could make a new college football playoff without realignment, but there will be a better product of football being played because of the teams that are now going to be playing each other.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.